We are live now.
Hello. Happy Sunday.
Hey, everybody.
We're going to get started with our Miseducation of Senae and Ashley. Again, I'm Ashley Davis.
I'm Senae Dillard.
Yep.
Y'all should know us by now. So
y'all should know us by now. Forever 8A21 on Instagram and Ashley Davis on Facebook.
And Senae Dillard on Facebook and _Senae on Insta.
Let me see this, because I feel like they can't see none of us. Yeah, we're going to make it work.
Y'all just gonna have to bear with us.
Y'all can hear my voice,
one.
so we good. Again, the name of the show is Miseducation of Senae and Ashley. We're going to call these Mosa Sundays. It's called Miseducation because we're just going to give our opinions on things that have gone on throughout the week. We'll have our flunkies of the week. The flunkies of the week are the people who are just doing the absolute most.
Trash.
Yeah, pretty much trash throughout the week. And we'll also have our graduates.
People that are going to get shouted out. They did something that we felt was
worth praising, shouting out within the community, and just giving them some acknowledgement.
Right. So
we're going to go ahead and jump right on in. First and foremost, our first flunky of the decade or of the week forever will be Guyger, Officer Amber Guyger. The lady that fatally shot Botham John in his own home.
On September 7th. I know a lot of people, especially us being in Dallas, I know a lot of people have kept up with what's been going on, what DPD has done, what the Texas Rangers have done.
Not done. Let's keep it kosher. They have not done.
Not giving any answers. People want to know, like, what's going on, what happened, why did this happen? And I think people are upset. It's not a thing we know.
It's not a thing. People are really upset, and it's getting testy out here. Like, we actually live, in the Dallas community, so we can see the tension. We can feel the tension arising, and just the fact that an off-duty officer can enter your home. Like, we're in your home right now. So if somebody
busted in,
you're gonna get shot on sight. Like, that you're not coming in my house yelling orders at me and then get booked for manslaughter. I think
3 days later.
Yeah.
Taking their time.
And she's paid right now. She's being paid. She is not off the payroll.
As Allison Jean has stated, I seen a video that was posted a day or two ago. She said that she hasn't got any answers, and she's the mother. She doesn't know. She said that Amber's home hasn't been searched. Her blood work didn't come back, so they don't know if she was under the influence, what was going on. There's just a lot of questions right now for everyone, especially the family, and it's not fair.
And I feel really bad for the family, and this is a failure on behalf of the Dallas Police Department and the Texas Rangers. Also, a lot of it's going to fall on Police Chief Renee Hall. Why she just tried to pass the buck to the Texas Rangers, and she thinks she's going to get off on this, and she's not. There are a lot of people calling for her position right now, and again, as we all know, this is not okay. She was off duty, and she's being protected and treated as if she was on duty. The story has changed and has been fabricated. Three to four times already?
I've heard at least 3 stories.
And they're painting Botham John like he's the criminal in his own home, and he's not.
And they're trying to smear him. Like, it's really pathetic how they're trying
Fox
to smear
News.
him. Yeah, like the media in general. Like, even posting the story about the marijuana. I think
that was trash.
Yeah,
I don't care if he had a whole bedroom full of weed and a grow farm. You don't come in my house telling me what to do, or I don't care if the door was ajar. Don't come up in here. But we all know that the door was not ajar. Because we've seen the lives and the videos showing that the doors are pretty much weighted and they close right behind you. Also, if you're using the wrong key to enter the door, it'll turn red. Just like a hotel. I mean, these are not, like no hood apartments. No, like you're gonna get in your home.
Right.
So, and
I was gonna say, I seen something. They are going to have something at 4 p.m. at Friendship West on behalf of him. I think it might be something like a protest. If you guys want to join and attend, I have some other engagements to do later, so I won't be there. But you'll probably see us posting and sharing, mostly on Facebook for me, and I know Ashley as well. Different protest events, things to push like reform for the justice system, which we haven't seen ever.
And so, we all have a lot to say, but we also need to back those words up with action. We all need to get out and vote in November. And we all just need to, get active in our communities and keep the pressure on our law enforcement in Dallas, and also the Texas Rangers, because they're really dropping the ball on this. Right. I'm trying to see what people are saying.
Yeah, she should have gotten a sobriety.
Yeah, she should. She should have received a field sobriety test on site. The blood work.
She should have been treated like a regular civilian. She was off duty.
She was off duty.
She should have been treated like they would have treated us. If we would have went into somebody's house on accident and accidentally shot them and then realized that we was in the wrong home, we would have been thrown under the jail already. So.
And let's just be clear. Let's be clear. Any one of us could be Botham John on any day if we don't take a stand and just
for police reform.
Police reform and a stand against police brutality. And this, we have to make a change. So we have to challenge these things that are going on in our community.
So she is definitely the first.
She's the first flunky of the week, Amber Guyger, and she'll be the flunky next week too if she want to keep playing.
She'll be the flunky to DPD or take drink till she's charged with something. She'll be a flunky every week. So just know she's number one on the list, y'all.
Exactly. Let's see who else is our flunky.
Next one. Mark Knight.
The
gentleman who drew the Serena cartoon. I don't know if you guys have seen it. I have. When last week during the U.S. Open, when she was playing, what was her name? Naomi?
She was playing. Let's see who she was playing, girl.
I can't remember.
I think it's Naomi.
Naomi, I can't.
Well, she's a sweet little girl. She's so sweet. Serena is her idol. Serena did not have any issues with her opponent. The issue was with the umpire, and this cartoonist, Mark Knight,
from Australia.
He's from Australia. He drew a caricature of Serena Williams, and I'm looking at it. I'm looking at it right now. It looked like a monkey.
Sambo Rambo, like me and Ashley were talking about earlier this week. For people who are not familiar with that time and era, my great grandparents, my grandmother as well, grew up in that era with the Sambo Rambo, the blackface, exaggerated features on black people, and it's offensive. It's 2000. It's sad that it's 2018 and people don't know about that, and that Mark Knight actually still stood up and said that it was okay for that drawing to. I mean, he actually literally backed it. He came back and said it was okay. It's just a cartoon. He came back.
This is what he said, guys. The cartoon about Serena is about her poor behavior on the day. It's not about race. I tried to reply to these people, but they don't listen. And he also has made comments saying that that's what he thinks
she looks like
African Americans look like. That's what he thinks African Americans look like.
The way he had Naomi in the back, blonde hair.
She had blonde hair with a pointy nose.
She looked white, and we all know she's Haitian and Japanese. So the way he portrayed her in the cartoon doesn't even make sense because that's not how she looks.
And Serena's like throwing a tantrum in the picture, but the face and everything, like
she's huge. Like she looks like a gorilla.
It's terrible how he drew this, and he's the flunk. He's another flunky of the week because he knows that African Americans, black people, do not look like that. She looks like an ape in this picture, and he's trying to be funny, and he need to keep that all the way over there in Australia. Because I have no tolerance for that. So he's another flunky. Our next Flunky.
Which y'all should already
Y'all should already know. Number 45, Donald Trump.
Yeah,
here he goes again.
Always.
He is wilding. Number 1.
He made a statement.
About
Puerto Rico, saying that there was no way there's been 3,000 deaths because of the hurricanes. That's a lie.
Magical. He said it is magical deaths,
and that the Democrats are using this against him, and that amount is not. It's inaccurate.
And I think he says things like this to deflect from the real news. Like, he likes to say fake news. When the real news comes out, like Paul Manafort copping that plea deal, and also how they took $10 million from FEMA to fund these detention centers for ICE down there in Southern Texas. All of a sudden, you want to say that we're not even talking about Puerto Rico right now.
First of all, we was worried about Florence.
Exactly, but you worried about Puerto Rico deaths and magical deaths.
And it's sad because this is the same person who went down there a month later after Irma and Matthew and stuff. It's shooting paper, like literally shooting
like
paper
Steph
towels.
Curry. He was shooting them towels to people who really needed more than paper towels. Like, are you serious?
He's embarrassing.
He's seriously an embarrassing president, and not only the fact that he's been trying to deflect the real news with his Puerto Rico news. He also said this week about Hurricane Florence that Hurricane Florence is tremendously big and tremendously wet. And that was
like we don't know what's
sad. We know that.
We know that it was supposed to be a Cat 4 when it touched
we know
landfall.
It's gonna be big and wet. I'm so tired of him. I'm so tired of Trump.
It's really funny. It's really funny because like that's what people wanted in office, and like we're seeing. Like, I mean, he hasn't. Now, one thing I will give him, he ain't switched up. What you see is what you get.
That's true.
How he's been with how he's always been is nothing new.
That's true.
I mean, we're upset because the stuff that he does, but it's like we already knew what to expect from him. We already knew. Like, I ain't gonna say I can't be mad, but it's just like, what else did we expect? What more did we expect?
He tried to switch up a little bit when Nike signed Kaepernick, because he was like, well, we're Americans, and there's freedom of speech. Oh, really? But the football players can't protest. Okay.
And I'm glad she brought that up because that rolls into our graduates of the week, starting with Nike and Kaepernick.
Exactly. Hello. We got on our Nike today. I'm going to be Nike down forever. Okay. They can't see it. What is it?
Oh, yeah.
Fame made me do it, but it's a Nike shirt, and I'm going to forever be Nike down because they tend to always back the controversial black athlete. And they always make a statement.
He can't read.
Somebody said Trump can't read. But Nike tends to step in when there's some controversial situations going on. Like, even when the athlete is actually in the wrong, like Kobe and Tiger Woods.
Right, that paper, because at the end of the day, it's really about that money and what's gonna bring in that money. Us. Because we gonna buy Nike regardless.
Hello.
I mean, this generation in general, I mean, kids want to be in the best of the best. Right. Jordan and Nike,
Nikes, and these governors and mayors trying to ban Nike. Come on now.
There's somewhere in Texas that actually
y'all need to ride the wave.
They said it's a Texas farm something. They banned their employees
Nike?
or whatever from wearing Nike.
You know what? I don't need to work there then. But Kaepernick gets he's a graduate for this week because his pre-sale jerseys sold out in a matter of hours. This is the pre-sale jersey, and not only did it sell out, all the proceeds are going to charity. See, now people always want to overlook exactly what Kaepernick is doing with his own money. He could pocket these jersey sales, especially with Nike backing them now. But no, all the proceeds from the pre-orders will go to the Know Your Rights camp. And that just shows the type of stand-up guy that he is.
And it's really awesome. especially if you know a little bit about his background and how he grew up. Not really, I'm not going to say not being aware, but he grew up in an all-white household. So
exactly.
For him to kind of wake up and take a stand for something like this is awesome, because a lot of people wouldn't do it. A lot of people wouldn't sacrifice their career, their name, their brand to stand up for people who really don't even care. So shout out to you, Kaepernick. You know,
yeah, keep doing your thing. I think now that he has Nike backing him, I'm not sure if he'll still try and play in the NFL. But
I haven't heard anything about the collusion.
I think he's gonna win the collusion case.
He probably will.
I think he'll win it. Hopefully, we'll see. But I'm praying that he wins it. And you know, Eric Reed has also been by Cap side this whole time.
Oh yeah, he has.
And he's kind of getting the same type of treatment as well, which is crazy because there are players in the National Football League right now still kneeling. I think his last name is Stills, and he plays for the Miami Dolphins. He's still kneeling, and he's very tight with Eric Reed and Kaepernick, and nothing. They're still allowing him to play. He's not being blackballed or whiteballed or anything. He's still being allowed to play, and
I mean, I think it was funny how it played out with Nike being the official sponsors or official
of the
outfitters, shoes for the NFL, and then boom, y'all go ahead and put Cap on y'all forefront. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's kind of like you can't deny it, and just like Queen said on the other live, when people do you wrong, you still get blessed, and you
still get blessed, no matter how many stones are being thrown at you.
When your intentions are pure and at heart, your blessing.
And that's what we're seeing with Colin Kaepernick right now, and I'm so happy for him right now.
Right.
Our next section is more like just topics we wanted to touch on,
which is sports.
We both love sports. We both play college basketball.
Retired.
Retired. Very much so. But we wanted to talk about the Seattle Storm.
Congrats on the win, ladies.
They won the WNBA championship. This is their third WNBA championship, and they immediately declined the offer to go to the White House and receive their what is it, medals or trophies from Donald Trump.
From 45.
Yeah, so they immediately declined the offer to go, which I'm not surprised. I don't think many teams will go until he's out of office.
Yeah.
But we just wanted to shed light because, you know, I watched the game. I couldn't believe Sue Bird was still playing.
Girl, she been sent. Well, she got drafted in 2000.
Girl, she's still out there.
I think, if I'm not mistaken, she's been with Seattle since she's been drafted. They won in 2004, 2000. I think 2004 and 2018, or 2004, 2010, 2018, if I'm not mistaken. They won 3. This is their third one, and literally Breonna Stewart.
Oh man, I think
she was talking about how. Yeah, I was gonna say she was like literally like a little kid watching, like a 5 or 6 year old watching Sue Bird in the WNBA in like 2000. So to see that and then to see them win, it's kind of cool. Like she said, I watch the WNBA. I'm more of a Minnesota fan.
I think you watch more than me. I like the NBA more, but I'm trying to advocate more for the WNBA because like they just won the championship. You have not seen much advertisement on them winning. You know, when Golden State won these past couple of years, they all over ESPN. You know, you can get their DVDs and everything. You haven't seen anything, but I think that goes back to how whoever the commissioner is of the WNBA is not doing a very good job right now. The marketing is terrible. I mean, we pretty much can go to a game for what, $10?
Girl, you can go to see the Dallas Wings at UTA. Yes, literally like $20 and be like almost front row.
I think the marketing is terrible. But if you want to see like real fundamental basketball, pick and roll, 5 passes before you shoot,
right? And you know, if that's what you like, you'll definitely get it from the WNBA.
Yeah.
I do enjoy it. And hello to people that are watching and following. For some of y'all who are just tuning in, this is Ashley. Can't really see her on mine.
Hey, y'all.
And I'm Senae.
Yep.
And this is the Miseducation of Senae and Ashley. Mimosa Sundays. Just going over and kind of rolling out our
weekly. It's gonna be like a weekly summary
of what's been going on with things that are interesting to us that we like. Mostly probably sports, honestly, but we will be speaking out on different things, different social issues,
social injustice, police brutality,
just anything we feel like talking about. So just tune in every Sunday around this time.
If y'all have any suggestions on what y'all would like us to talk about in the upcoming week, just shoot us a DM or a message. I know a lot of y'all have our numbers. So. And
yeah, you can take, and y'all know I'm bad at text and respond and all that, because I don't really like people like that. So I will do better on responding when it comes to that. So my apologies.
But we'll be, no matter how many people are tuning in to the live, we're going to continue doing
it because we want
exactly, and in order to get our voice out there, we could use this platform. I mean, it's free. You can do the same. So if you watching and hating, you can do the same.
Like she said.
So next,
Westbrook
with his knee surgery, girl.
He playing.
I could have sworn the other day I just saw him at Lifetime hooping with LeBron and them.
I don't know what's going on with this knee. I don't know what's been going on. I don't know why he's trying to keep it such a secret. But you know it's gonna come out because that's just the era that we're in.
Man, they say it's like his third or fourth knee surgery on the same knee. And Westbrook plays like 100 miles an hour.
Very explosive.
Yes,
so the first 2 or 3 didn't like
he was still explosive. He still had the same.
He wasn't a Derrick Rose or Brandon Roy. You know these bad knee people.
Roy. He could have been
all of them with them bad knees. So I'm hoping that it's something minor that he's going to do.
Yeah, me too. I hope he comes back the same beast.
Yeah, and hopefully with them not having Melo. I mean, we'll just see.
It's gonna be open up some more things. Melo was doing too much
I don't want to talk about
ISO.
Him.
He was doing too much ISO. We need some movement in that Oklahoma City offense.
Yes,
Melo.
We'll see what he do in Houston.
He wasn't hoodie Melo because they had him playing the 4, and I really thought they should have brought him out to the 3.
I did too, and I really personally felt like he should have came off the bench. But Melo said he not coming off the bench.
Melo said he ain't coming off the bench, so we're gonna have to see what he's talking about in Houston. Because I think he should come off the bench in Houston.
I do too.
Because who is gonna check him on any other NBA team off the bench?
Off the bench,
nobody.
But his pride. He can't put that pride to the side. Which, I mean, he still can do some. I haven't been a huge fan of Melo in the last couple years anyway. I just haven't. I won't get into too much detail.
I don't know. Everybody know why, man. He just. I don't know. I would hope today. Right.
I just would hope he would humble himself a little bit.
Yeah, me too. And Lala going on. What was that?
I don't know if that was first take talking about, or if that was Undisputed, baby.
It was on First Take talking about Melo don't need to come off the bench. First of all, if you're on there, that is your man. That is your man.
I will say you support it.
Support your man, yes, but you just give a blanket statement like he just needs to do. He'll do what's best for the team. You don't say he's not coming off no bench. Come on, Lala, just promote power and keep it moving. Because I don't need you giving analytics on basketball at all.
Little child.
So that's it. We wish a speedy recovery to Russell Westbrook because I'm ready to see him get out there and play like the beast he is. Our next topic, Dez Bryant.
So while we on Dez, we're gonna talk about Josh Gordon too, because all of this is coming. It's coming out. It's coming together. It's like a bad Tyler Perry play right now in the NFL. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all
gotta pick and choose. You want Josh? You want Dez?
What
kind of issue do you want?
Because we're gonna start. Boom. Beyonce concert was Tuesday?
And you sitting up there with
Jerry. Y'all kicking it. Y'all really kicking it. Supposedly they wasn't talking about football. We'll go with what y'all say. Y'all want to talk about football, bet. And then, boom, Josh Gordon just released this. He's pretty much going to get released if nobody picks him up. Yeah, if nobody picks him up. So are the Browns going to pick up Dez then? Because we know Dez...
He already met with the Browns on Hard Knocks. Is that what it's called?
Yeah,
Hard Knocks.
But then when Josh Gordon said he was coming back, they was like, all right, bro, we good.
I don't know, but allegedly, I'm going to say allegedly, I heard that Josh Gordon showed up to all the workouts this week. He looked good. And then yesterday, he popped up like, oh, my hamstring hurt.
See, and what I heard was that he had been late and they had been kind of watching it. You know, they've been having, first of all, he's been with the Browns 5 or 6 years and he ain't played a full season. Let's be honest. The man is talented.
He getting that check.
Man is talented, but he hasn't been playing. And it sounds like they got fed up. He came in yesterday morning, I guess, what I heard, different reports, different things. They felt like he wasn't himself. Maybe possibly high or something. Nobody specified, but the team was tired of him.
Was that like their last straw?
I guess that was their last straw. Which after 6 years and you ain't played a full season in 6 years and you one of the most talented. He probably could be one of the best receivers in the game. He has the stat. He could have the stat.
I wouldn't want to play either if my team was that sorry. Like they sorry. Like I don't want to play for y'all. Waste all this talent. No.
So we'll see. Because I know a lot of Cowboys fans. You know, I've been seeing a lot on Facebook. Like, hey, Jerry Hopper. You know, Cowboys like trouble. They like trouble.
They do like trouble.
So he's
they whole team is trouble. Rico Gathers, all them just getting pulled over.
He's right up their alley. So I would say if that would probably be a decent look. I don't know if Dak could get him the ball. I don't know if Dak could get him the ball, but if it's
Dez or I don't know. They both have kind of like the same baggage. So if the Browns
it's kind of like pick your poison
kind of thing. That's a coin flip. You might as well keep them.
At this point, we'll see if the Browns will go ahead and pick up Dez, or if Dez will accept the.
I hope Dez been working on his hands,
girl.
I hope so, cause them balls.
I'm done. The reason why his name came up, though, while we, since we kind of put both of them together because of the controversy with that earlier this week, Dez got caught on Twitter with a burner account,
retweeting his own self. Dez, come on now. Don't be the KD of the NFL, man.
He's really kind of like the flunky of the week, but because we're in our sports section, we won't go back. But to get caught and forget to log out your main Twitter, to go on your burner account Twitter, to retweet yourself.
Come on, Dez. You better than that. And he needs to stop tweeting. I know he got a lot to say. I know he got a lot left in him. But he just need to stop tweeting because I think it's hurting his stock. I think that's why he's at home right now. And that's not with the team. Because, like when the Cowboys lost last week, all he did was talk about how he knew the plays, he knew the routes. Well, you only ran one route last year.
We knew they want. Let's be honest, Dak is not accurate.
He's not. That's true, too. That's true. He's never been accurate. Hopefully he's accurate tonight. I got them winning tonight, but we gonna.
That's the spread. I think, if I'm not mistaken, the spread was 3 points.
I think they're gonna win by 3. Yeah,
and that's the spread.
They kicker.
I think it's. At this point, Eli and Dak is. Pick your poison again. Pick your poison.
And they got rid of Dan Bailey like they didn't need him, but was missing field goals last week.
My father. He's not watching this because he has Instagram, but he's not watching this. He's a huge Cowboys fan, and I'm not a huge Cowboys fan. So it is what it is. I think it'll be a decent game. Like I said, I don't think Dak is accurate. He hasn't been.
He has to prove himself. He got too much shine off that one season. Like, come on. And I think in order for the Cowboys to win tonight, I think they need to feed, what they call it. I'm not a Cowboys fan. Feed the beast. They need to give the ball to Zeke.
But see, this is the issue with that. Because Dak is not accurate, and people know that now, they clog that middle, they clog it because they know they're going to feed it to Zeke for Zeke to get them some point. But when you're clogging the middle because we already know what you're going to do. You killing Zeke right now.
Well, if he hit Cole Beasley a couple of times, it'll open up a little bit.
And then maybe
Terrence Williams.
Dinosaur, was it T-Rex? Terrence T-Rex Williams right here.
He needs to open his chest up. He need to do some exercise, open that chest so he can catch them balls, because last week, my God. But anyways, it all starts with Dak. He's inaccurate. And that's that. I got the Cowboys winning by 3 if their field goal kicker makes the field goals.
Hey, Drea. I'm gonna go against the grain only cause Derek. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna roll with the Giants and Saquon and Odell. I'm gonna go Shepard. I'm gonna go ahead and say that the Giants are gonna win, bro. They gonna come to Dallas and win, and then they gonna go back to New York. So
if Odell don't show out today with all this promo he been doing, every time I get on Instagram,
that 16 series, 16
like he got a docu-series or something, like all these pictures and all this working out videos. I'm gonna need to see that on the field tonight.
I would hope so. He just got paid, so I'm thinking. I think he's gonna come down here and because y'all remember a couple years ago when he came with the and now everybody doing it, everybody practicing it and doing it.
Yeah,
so I think I'm gonna go with the Giants. I'm gonna roll with the Giants on this one tonight. Y'all can kill me later. I got
the Cowboys by 3. I don't like their ass, but hey, I got them by 3 if the field goal kicker makes the field goal.
Yeah, that's gonna be a big determining factor for Dallas as long if he can do his job. Cat Williams.
Is we gonna talk about Cat Williams going in on that lady? No, we not gonna do that. Let's not do that. Anyways, let's not do Cat Williams. He was
Yeah, we'll stick to our sports. So I don't know if y'all seen yesterday that Mayweather said that him and Pacquiao gonna have something shake with before the end of the year.
He said December in that one video. But my thing is, it felt like unauthentic to me. Cause weren't they like in a club? They were in a club with sections, and Pacquiao kind of like walked up to Mayweather's section, and Mayweather's like, "I'm gonna fight him. I'm gonna fight him by December." But like, dude, you don't have to fight him.
We already know Pacquiao.
I'm tired of seeing that.
He's done. He's down.
I'm tired of seeing that. Pacquiao just need another payday.
Which he probably do, because he do a lot for his country.
He does a lot for his community.
He does.
He is a good.
He's a nice guy.
I like him.
I actually hate watching him get his ass whooped like that.
I really wish he stopped boxing. He's too good of a person to get beat up like that.
So especially the later part of his career. We'll say that because at one point we know Pacquiao had kind of real with him for a minute.
But if they do fight, I got Mayweather again.
Just had my pup. I know, girl, because I'm on my half.
We got 2 lives going now. So we got her on Instagram and I'm on Facebook. So that's why it's like that.
Because Ashley's barely in mine.
Oh, they can see me.
Hey, she's barely in mine. So we'll fix it next week. We kind of really want to get rolling. Dre, you're going to have to come and do a show with us.
Yeah, we're going to do some guests on our show one day.
Yeah, when we really get
it up and rolling. So that's it for the sports.
Yes, it is. I guess we do a little bit of music.
We can go into music. MGK and Eminem. I don't listen to MGK.
I don't either. I thought his diss record. I was kind of like, ooh.
Yeah,
ooh.
And then what was he on? Was he on Funk Flex when he did that freestyle?
Maybe, I think so.
If it was a freestyle, I felt like he memorized it and then went on there and was just rhyming a lot. But if it was a freestyle, it was tight. Like MGK, it was tight. But I just don't. I don't listen to his music.
I don't either. I've seen very mixed reviews. Literally, I have seen I've seen people say that. I've seen that Kill Shot was awesome. He buried MGK with that, and then I seen a lot of people say that was probably one of M's worst diss records, and he didn't do anything in that. Machine Gun Kelly.
You gotta have ammo, right? For a diss track. I don't know much about MGK.
I don't either.
He knows much about MGK.
But all he could say is like, "You're trying to be me." That's what I felt like the whole diss record was like. You're trying to be me. My bad.
I think Eminem's diss record was. It didn't feel like a diss record, but it was a good record.
Yeah, and I
don't feel like he buried MGK.
I was
like a diss record. Like
hit him up.
If you
go Vaseline,
exactly.
Those are some diss records. M got some diss records in his arsenal from.
Who he did?
Girl, Benzino. Remember he killed Benzino? He killed Benzino in the early 2000s. He did. Benzino, No Neck having behind in like one record.
Lord have mercy. Yeah,
So
Eminem got bars. He is one of the best out there, but he shouldn't have named that diss "kill shot" because a kill shot means you ain't coming back.
right here,
And MGK could easily come back with another diss, and this could be a month-long ordeal.
Yeah, we will see. But I was a little. I'm not gonna say upset. That's not really the word I'm gonna use, but I was surprised that M took as long as he did to get back at him because I kind of thought he would have responded a tad bit sooner, but maybe.
Well, like Queen saying he came back at him
because he mentioned
if somebody
Haley.
mentioned your daughter, yeah, you have to come back at him. Mentioning kids.
I'm not going there today.
With Nicki and Cardi, we're not going to do that because there's better things to talk about. But
I think, I think the record was cool. Was it an end all?
It wasn't a kill shot. It was like a graze.
Beef.
It should have been called The Bullet Grazed Me. It should be. Yeah, he went soft. Yeah.
And maybe that could be it. Maybe that they're going to play off of this and make some more money out of it. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, the last rap beef we seen with, like, Drake and Push, Jay Prince told Drake, don't respond again. And then that was the end of it. And then we was kind of like...
Is that how they end nowadays, though?
Well, Prince...
Back in the day, you trying to kill them.
Right, but, I guess for certain people...
Just wait till somebody say, oh, don't respond. I don't respond anymore. Man, if I could rap, I'd try to bury somebody. On God.
On me, man.
On baby.
On me.
Yeah. So the last part... I just wanted to give a shout out to the protesters who shut down I-30. One of them is one of my followers, Jarvis White, in the Dallas Action Coalition. That was big because nobody was really airing what they were doing in the community, and by shutting down I-30,
that's a big.
It was all over the news. Like every channel I turned it on, they were all over it. They were all over it.
Trying to make a stance, trying to make a change, get justice. Because really right now, what Dallas, as a whole, the entire community, no matter what you look like, where you're from, everybody as a whole is wanting answers and wanting justice. Yeah,
this Amber Guyger moving out of her apartment with no resistance. No resistance at all. No warrant to search her apartment, but a warrant to search Botham John's apartment, who's not here to defend himself. And like I said, I don't care if they found a grow farm in his bathroom in a room full of weed. He didn't deserve to die on that night.
All of that was actually just irrelevant to the fact that she still went in his house and shot him for no reason.
And shot him for no reason. And we have 6 residents.
And she said it. I went to the wrong apartment and I shot him. 6
residents saying you were saying, let me in. Let me in.
I don't know if we'll ever really get the truth.
I don't know. We may not get the truth, but we do need to get justice, and that's why I want to shout out the Dallas Action Coalition. Also, I want to remind everyone to vote and elect Kiera Saunders for the Dallas City Council District 4. We have to get out and vote in order to make an impact in our community.
So people who live in Dallas, y'all do that. I live in Tarrant County.
We in Tarrant County. We can't vote for Kiera Saunders for Dallas City Council District 4.
Yeah, do what you can. Go out. Do something. This week, we challenge you to do something for your community. Whether it's volunteering. I'm done. Where is volunteering? I don't know, doing something for somebody. You don't necessarily have to let people know that you're doing it, Exactly. You never let the right hand know what the left hand is doing. That's what my grandpa used to always say. So you can do stuff and not necessarily let it be known that you're doing it,
I know I'm going to try and get out with the Dallas Action Coalition because I'm really big on Black Lives Matter, and I'm also, trying to spread more positivity within the Black community. Because right now, it feels like we're being torn down from every which way. And a lot of us are very vocal. And
we're in that generation.
We're in that generation.
We are not our ancestors. Let me do it on her. Like, we are not our ancestors. We are not our grandparents.
We are not. And in order to make a change, we have to create action. And
faith without works is dead.
It is dead. So we have to get out there and just make a difference, and then just make our voices heard, because this what happened to Botham Jean was just incredibly sad.
I'm honestly, that's one, I mean, I thought I had heard it all, but that was kind of like the icing
and then
on
the fact that the
cake
media is actually saying she accidentally entered the apartment, or she mistakenly entered the apartment, and then for Fox News to say that to just put that story out there about the marijuana, that just I mean, he's not here to defend himself, but at the same time, who was taking orders from anybody coming in their house?
Girl, because I'm telling you talking about
I don't care if you got on the police.
And
I don't care
like,
what you got on.
Why are you here? Why are you here?
Why are you here? Why are you here? And she needs to be charged not with manslaughter. She needs to be charged with murder, because that is murder and it's cold-blooded.
We'll see.
We'll see. I'm sure we'll have more details on this next week.
Yeah, I mean, and that's true, Queens. But I will say that, God, honest, I do see a lot of building. Maybe just because the people I follow, the people that I'm around, the people I bring into my circle, I don't see it as much as the media tries to tell me that it's there. Mm-hmm. So I believe that, I mean, it does start within, but at some point, you know what I'm saying, like, if we're doing it, you know, if we're trying to make a difference, then that other group needs to be able to acknowledge that.
White people?
And then,
is that what you mean by the other group? We gotta be transparent. White people need to stop being in silence. There's a lot of, I call it white silence, because they know what's going on, but they try to be oblivious to it. And then, you know, if you're on Facebook, you see them in the comments, you know, backing Amber Officer Guyger, saying that I've mistakenly walked into an apartment before.
And that was where I was going. I honestly have never done that before. As many times I've had nights, especially when I was a little younger, first started drinking. I know there was nights where I didn't even remember driving home, and I woke up and was like, how did I get home? But I still woke up in my house. You know what I'm saying? Like, I literally was like, bro, I was like, bro, girl, how did I get here? Like,
we gonna get to somebody's house we know, and we gonna lay our head down.
And I've never walked into the wrong place, and I'm not gonna say it don't happen. Now, I won't say that, but the way that they're going about this whole situation, it doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It's really that cut and dry. She said it. It's been fact. She walked into the wrong place. She shot him. Do what's right. Don't keep playing and BSing. Taking 3 days to turn yourself in, then you don't turn yourself into Dallas County. You go to Kaufman County because you know you're gonna get out. You know your bond $300,000. Like, don't play with us, bro. Like, give everybody the same justice.
And that's right. She said when we get on social media, all we do is see black people tearing each other down, and that's what white people see. And that's why I was so upset with the Nicki and Cardi stuff last week, because right now it's so much stuff going on within our community. Like, we can't be fighting each other. I don't care if Cardi doesn't identify with black people, but we can't be fighting each other like that. We have to uplift each other right now.
God honest, when I get on Facebook, I see a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even with social media,
is amplified.
Before social media, this stuff ain't new. Like, this whole none of it. Like, even trying to say that we've been tearing each other, none of that's new.
No, it's not new.
Let's just be real about it. That's not something.
It's amplified because you can see.
You can see it. Yeah. You can see it more. But does that mean that it's okay for them to go off of that? No, because do we go off of things? I mean, personally, I don't go off of everything I see, because if that was the case, then I wouldn't be able to coexist with my other counterparts.
Right.
My Hispanics, my whites, my whatever Latinos, the case may be.
Yeah,
I wouldn't be able to coexist with any of them.
But my issue is, I feel like now we getting right. Exactly. We've been fighting each other since the beginning. But my issue is, we see like with police brutality, we see the wrongdoings that are happening. Black people see it. I feel like other races are turning their nose or they're turning their cheek to what's going on. And that's what I mean when I say like white silence. I know a lot of white people, and I don't dislike white people, but there are a lot of people that will create excuses for Botham John being shot in his own home, and also excuses for why they're outside burning their Nikes. But to me, that just shows that they're ignorant. But if it was the other way around, I know plenty of black people that would go to war for white folks.
That go to war for, that's just our nature.
It's our nature, right? But we don't get the same in
right
return.
Is right and wrong is wrong. But we know what it's like to be there.
Yeah, so we just gonna go ahead and end with that. Again, shout out to the Dallas Action Coalition and Jarvis White. This has been the Miseducation of Senae and Ashley. Please tune in.
Yeah, we'll be doing it on Sundays, probably around the same time. So you could look, like I said, brunch time, mimosa Sundays. So probably between 12 and
we'll try and do it before the football games. I know
a lot of people
tune into the football. I'm about to go tuning in.
I pray that y'all don't catch us on the day that we actually go to brunch. And
that
then
is
get on
true.
Here.
A white man can shoot up a school and get walked out with no harm in a black person. That is true. And you know, that's Donald Trump again. He talking about not allowing people from outside our country into the United States.
That's how the country was. Well,
the people inside our country are terrorists. That we have terrorists within our own borders.
You can't even say
we have bigger fish to fry.
I can't listen to somebody when the country was literally built by the hands of slaves and immigrants.
Exactly.
Like that's what this country was built off of.
It's the foundation of this country, but
I don't listen to 45. That's just me personally.
No, that's it.
I don't listen to 45.
But thank you everyone for tuning in to the Miseducation of Senae and Ashley. We'll be going live again next Sunday.
Yes.
Possibly throughout the week. Because we said we were going to do something throughout the week. I forgot what we were going to do.
You have to bear with me.
I don't know. Too many drinks, but y'all have a happy Sunday. And
happy Sunday.
You got the Cowboys winning.
I got the Giants.
You got the Giants. I got the Cowboys winning by 3 if the field goal kicker does what he's supposed to do.
I got
but
the
who
Giants
knows?
winning. We'll see.
All right.
All right.
Bye, y'all.